Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are testing out whether or not ONR can interfere with your waxes or sealants or coatings or what have yous. Spray detailers, spray sealants, yada yada. You'll see in front of you here, you've got Autoglim HD Wax, G-Technic C0V2, Jescar Power Lock Plus, Wow's Crystal Sealant, and McGuire's Hybrid Ceramic Detailer. And we're going to test here on the hood to see if there's a difference in durability if you use ONR beneath these waxes, whether or not it leaves a residue that can interfere with the bond. You'll see down in the middle here, the left side has ONR, the right side was bare paint, and this is Wow is applied to bare paint. So you see the water behavior here on the mist setting. Autoglim HD Wax with the mist setting on the bare side. C0V2 mist setting on the bare side. All these products, by the way, were cured for 48 hours. Here's Jescar Power Lock Plus and Mike's Hybrid Ceramic Detailer on the bare. Again, that's your bare control, and that's your ONR control. So you see the ONR one is a lot slower to sheet the water off after a fresh polish and wipe down. Here's the Wows on the ONR side. Between the two, I didn't notice any differences between anything at this initial stage. You know, fresh applications, lots of curing. Everything looked the same side to side. I figured if there was one that was going to stand out immediately, it was going to be the coating, just because they're pickier than shit when it comes to what you do before you put them on. But overall, everything looked the same. Meg's Detailer, this is the one I figured out of all of them that wouldn't care. So here is the shower nozzle after a few days of curing. Again, watch as it goes back and forth, compare section to section. Nothing in between them. They're all the same. They're all mirroring each other. So we're going to start with some simple washes here with Geon Bathe Essence, which is a coating safe, residue free wash detergent. Your control sections in the middle are basically even now. They're nothing between them. And same with the products on the hood. I didn't see any huge discrepancies here after just one wash. So we're going to continue on, hit up to 5, and then 10 washes with the coating safe soap, and see if things change. See if it's a couple of days and then they start to fall apart, or if it falls apart right away. So here I am going through the 5 washes and rinses. I didn't mean to film all this. I hit the button, I guess, twice and filmed me doing it, but here's the proof in the pudding. I did actually do it. There's the tape falling apart as well. I regret buying cheap tape. You can also hear my landscapers in the background. So yeah, as I go through, you can watch the sections and see if one stands out as if it's changed more on one side versus the other. You know, it's a pretty even application, same between each sides, same cure times, all cured inside a garage with controlled temperatures, humidity, all that kind of stuff. So these are everything on here got as good as an application as you can. Here is after 10 washes. So 10 washes in a row, safe soap. I think the first one I saw any kind of a difference on was Jescar. But it wasn't initially. I think it was after I started hitting it with the degreasers. Everything here looking good. I didn't do any wet wipes because, again, that doesn't leave any residue. So here's super clean degreaser mixed 10 to 1. So 10 parts water, 1 part super clean. Rinsing it off, first hit. Again, this stuff also doesn't leave any residue, like much residue, when it's at this concentration. So I didn't need to wet wipe. The results are no different. But this is where I saw some slowdowns on the Jescar, where the I think if it was this hit or the next hit, but the ONR side was slower initially. They evened out later in the end, so I don't think I'm going to put much weight behind it. Otherwise, everything else is doing well, surprisingly. I thought the coating would have failed by now. If there was actually some really bad residue, I figured it would have shown up right away with the coating. So again, here you'll see now that the ONR side is slower on Jescar, but again, it's not by much. And you know, you could be talking the driveway's not quite level or what have you. You know, the tires aren't flat, but something like that could be enough to cause the discrepancy you'd see. So I don't want to put a lot of weight behind it. Just didn't seem like a big enough difference to really phone it in. But yeah, no, it's overall everything's even. Like Wawa's up top was even the whole test, and the coatings you can see a little bit of a slowdown on the ONR side, but pretty damn good considering ONR could leave a lot. Now here is Super Clean used straight, like no dilution. So this is stiff, very stiff. It needs a wipe off. It leaves residue. But this is when you're going to start to see the differences for the few products that actually had differences, which was only, at the end of the day, Meg's, which was better on the ONR side, believe it or not, and the coating and Auto Glims HD Wax. That's it. The coating and HD Wax suffered on the ONR application side. They had more sheeting water buildup. They were starting to show more signs of failing compared to the properly prepped bare side. So that was it. That was what I was looking for. I was looking to see for the coating specifically, but you also got it with HD Wax. And on the inverse side, Hybrid Ceramic Detailer did better on the ONR side. It was actually more durable. So I figured if anything, that product wouldn't care at all because it's got built-in cleaners. It's a detailer. It's designed to take off dust and fingerprints and stuff. It doesn't care if the surface is perfect. But I guess the ONR surface it liked more than bare. So that's take that for what it's worth. This is the second hit. You'll see me applying it. This is how I applied all the Super Clean applications with the Detail Factory gentle brush. It's a lot more gentle as far as mechanical abrasion goes compared to people rubbing microfibers on everything. I think this is telling you more about what the chemicals are doing to the paint than telling you what the wash media, brush, cloth, whatever you want to call it, is doing. So if you want to check chemical resistance, you have to take everything but the chemicals out of the equation. And so that's why I'm using this brush. It is gentle. It still applies the chemical properly. It won't scratch any paint. Like, these are great brushes. They are rock solid and durable. So it's a perfect application. Even though you're scrubbing your old hood with a tiny brush, it's kind of dumb. But yeah, so you see me going over twice just to get even coverage and to give an extra little hit. And then you'll see the rinse off. And even for, neat full strength, this stuff does not leave a ton of residue. There is some, but it's not nearly as drastic as some of the other products out there. So overall, I've been really happy with Super Clean. I actually haven't used any of it yet to actually clean anything because my other car is running a wax test that I can't disturb with a product like Super Clean. But you see here that the water is pretty slow on a lot of the panels, but after the wet wipe they come back a bit. But it's not the end of the world. It's not nearly as bad as some can be. So, but you are going to start to notice now after the second hit, the spots where it really got hit hard, and that on the ONR side was the two that stood out that were unequal were the Autoglim HD Wax and the G Technique coating. they both are weakened much more than the properly prepped sides. So that's sort of what we came out to prove today, is whether or not ONR is suitable under products. And you'll see me pointing around here the differences. The Jess cars look pretty similar. The Wow Wow looks similar. The Meguiar's QD did better on the ONR, so go figure. But the coating and HD wax did better, and that's sort of what we came out to prove, and we've got the results to back it up. So happy with how the test turned out. Glad that I haven't been wasting my time. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned till the next video.